Hey, it's Kevin DeWitt here, and welcome to another tips, tricks, and techniques session video. In this video, we're going to have a look at the telephone effect. So firstly, if you are new to my channel and new to my videos and you like what you see, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. So the telephone effect, very common trick, effect, whatever you want to call it, used in mixing quite a lot all over the place, and it's very simple to do, right? One of the easiest tricks you could probably do if you try to do it. So let's just get into it and I'll show you how to do it. So this is quite a common technique that's used a lot to create different vocal parts. It can be used on instruments as well, but commonly on vocal parts to create sort of complementary parts that don't clash, have a distinct different sound. You might put them in the backgrounds, you might put them to the left or right, or it could be the main vocal even that just comes in at a different part of the song to just add a totally different style of effect. Now, to create the telephone effect, we're going to use filters, and we're going to use the high pass, low pass filter. And again, I'm in Cubase here, which is the DAW that I use, but obviously you can do this in any DAW as long as you can get access to the filters. So at the moment, I've just got this sort of choir vocal effect here. So with the telephone effect, basically this is mirroring the old days of the telephone. Originally, the quality on telephones was not great, and they centered the frequency range primarily right where the middle of the vocal range is, so that at least people could hear each other talking. It was the main component of it. And it's pretty simple to actually recreate in this space. And to do it, all we need to do is just cut out a lot of the low end on the vocal and also cut out some of the top end. So that's the simple approach. So we can do that right now, and I'll show you. And it can be as simple as that, where I've just brought this up to 400. I mean, you can go higher. And, depending on where you put your settings, depends on what sort of telephone sound you want to go for. So you might want it a bit brighter. So you might want to wind up this and leave this a bit higher and bring up your low so it's a higher pitched. You might want to make it duller. So you can play with your settings to get that right prime sound there. But you can see what I mean by about you can have your main vocal that's full frequency range sitting in the middle, and then you could have a double or a harmony type thing and put the telephone effect and pan that off to the left or right, and it won't clash with the main vocal because it sounds totally different, and it just adds an extra level to it. Now, the other thing you can do to even further enhance that sound is, let's say we get our high cut and low part where we want it. So say we're going for that sort of effect. What we can then do is also add a bell and boost up around the middle of that space to even more enforce that position of frequency. So you can hear what that does to it. It just further brings out the 3K there, and really enforces that telephony effect type sound there. You could dirty this up a little bit by adding a bit of distortion or a bit of an old time reverb effect there. So as an example, if we go with the distortion here, let's just add Decapitator from Soundtoys, which is one that I like a lot. So we can dirty it up a bit. So we can do that to get even more of a sort of nasty vintage style type thing there. So you can do anything you want with this, but the basics of the telephone effect is just using the filters to narrow the amount of frequencies that that vocal or instrument has so that it sounds like that old telephone radio style sound. Try and use that in your mix next time, especially on some backing vocals or ad libs or something like that. See what you can get out of it, you know, and you can go wild, add some distortion and things like that to further enhance it. But concentrate on the basics first and just get that one under your belt so that you can use that in any mix you want going forward. So there you go. There is the telephone effect. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you have any questions, please, again, feel free to put them in the comments. I'd love to help wherever I can. If I didn't explain it properly or you want some clarification, again, hit me up. I definitely want to make sure that these videos are helpful for you. If you have any recommendations for tips, tricks, or techniques that you would like to learn or you would like me to cover, please put them in the comments. Always looking for suggestions for new videos. So definitely put them in the comments and I will add them to my list of things to do. Again, if you like what you see here, please click the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos. I really appreciate the support that everybody gives me, and it really does help the channel grow and continue to make videos like this in the future. Hopefully the video has been helpful. I thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.